Hello, everybody. It's Kim Chapman, publisher of Sheen Magazine.
And Sammi Haynes, editor-in-chief of Sheen Magazine.
It is Sheen Talk Live, and we got a lot to talk about today. I guess we'll have 3 shows today.
3 shows today as we get ready for Pinkalicious weekend. It is really an engaging weekend, but you know, for Sheen Magazine, it never slows down.
Never.
We're always moving, so yeah.
Yes, and one of our team members is leaving us, and I feel yucky about this. Michelle, we love you, and
absolutely
really hate for you to be going, but you know, you're young, she's young and vibrant, and she's
very
going,
smart, articulate, intelligent girl.
And going to Japan, to live in Japan, like I feel there are a couple of people that I'm really excited about because they'll just pick up and go.
Right,
and
right.
She's one of them. We really appreciate you, Michelle. Oh my God, hate to see you go. And then,
on another note,
another note. Yes, this world is doing something different. I see the high in the love and the high in the hatred. It's just amazing. And you know, you just have to live and deal with it. But you know, I feel that America needs to learn from its past, and it has a past of a lot of brutality and taken. And a lot of times people do not take the time to learn another's culture, learn another's feelings and way of life. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think we are here because we, Ms. Chapman particularly, and I really wanted to share like our state of America and where we really feel very connected to, and how the many things that are happening in the world that is really, really crazy. I was sharing with someone yesterday. I just personally believe that there is just an insensitive energy or insensitivity energy in the world, in the universe, that is just opening up an entirely new can of worms. It has always been there, but sometimes there are other energies that influence those energies to grow. And what I saw happen in Vegas, for me, just kind of outweighed everything that was happening in my world, just to see people go into a concert to just have a good time, and someone from a hotel just starts shooting down and killing people. It's up to 59 people that have died from that one shooting, and the count continues, and it's just really sad.
Well, you know, this world is so fast paced,
Yeah.
and things begin when you are born.
Yes.
And you don't realize, you know, your parents are rushing and having to work and pay bills, and you know, you have to be careful what you teach people.
Yes.
For instance, racism.
Yes.
Racism has been here for, oh my God, all my times, and you know, I still and will not understand how you can be so insensitive. Like my mom and my dad, particularly my mom, she dealt with the sit-ins and having dogs given the opportunity to bite you just because of the color of your skin, or somebody turning the hose on you just because the color of your skin. And that to me is like, really? Like, you have to have a hatred for yourself in order to portray or push that hatred on someone else. And what we need to do is start counseling and understanding that everything begins and ends with you.
I like that.
Yeah, and so you have to go and start realizing it. You know, Michael Jackson said it best. It's the man in the mirror. It's the woman in the mirror.
Absolutely.
Look at yourself first and realize, because I don't appreciate anybody telling me if you know, you disrespect the flag, or you can't, you know, these things, you disrespect in America. Well, you're disrespecting me, because it's just like a relationship. A woman tells a man, you're not treating me correctly, and he turns and flips the script and says, you know what, well, you're not doing this.
Right.
Nobody's communicating, nobody's listening. Right. And so that's what it is in racism. Don't tell me to leave America because I don't want to stand for the flag, or listen to the national anthem. Understand that I have a reason for telling you that I'm not happy. Right. So listen. Right. And you know, I think too, I'm putting this out to everybody, particularly the Americans with the darker skin. You are not African Americans. You are Americans. And on those forms, it should be eliminated. It should not even be on there, only if you are truly an African coming from Africa, and now you are a citizen, and now you are an African American. And the reason why I say that is because I went to Outback, plug, and there is a gentleman there. If you all don't believe me, please go to Outback and see him. But he's a white guy, and he had a particular accent. So I said, "Where are you from?" He said, "I'm from Africa." I said, "Really?" I said, "Are you a citizen?" He said, "Yes." I said, "So, what do they call you?" He said, he just laughed. He laughed and he said, "Well, I'm an African American." I said,
This is
"I
true.
am
From
too.
Africa?
According to America, I am too."
Right.
And that is incorrect, everybody.
Right.
So we should, again, not only ask, just stop saying that you're African American. I'm not African American. I'm not Afro American. I'm an American, and that's what should be on those forms. We should. And my license. I went in and asked them to take that off my license. You know, they told me no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that should not
Here
be.
in South Carolina,
Yes.
though.
None of that should be. You know, and then when I pulled up President Obama, he was considered an American. So why do I have to be considered an African American? It is not so. So, you know, it's so many different things. And to ask somebody to teach you about racism and you have been here all these years makes no sense. If you are in or have a friend or have somebody that you love, you should automatically want to be in their world and learn about who they are, as opposed to saying, "Oh, will you teach me about racism?" Who in America doesn't know about racism? I don't think that there's one.
I mean, yeah, I think that at this time, you know, like you said before, we have to really elevate love. More than anything else, love has to be elevated, because when love is elevated, again, as you said, hate is elevated, and it's almost true to life. The higher you go in life and the more things you achieve, the more difficult things you will experience. It's just life. So I think if we organically, and let me break that down, if we wholeheartedly, maybe I need to break that down.
Yeah, break it down.
If we honestly love people genuinely because they exist apart from their performance, beyond color, creed, or anything, just love people because they are here and they exist. I think that's the most important thing. I was watching something the other day when I talk about this whole insensitivity thing. There was a guy, he was living on the street, you know, and it really is not by choice, but he has to live on the street. And he said there are people that walk by him and call him bum, or call him that's trash. He said, "I'm not trash, I'm not a bum, I'm here because I have no other choice." But I think it's just because we see a person on the street, we feel like we can't love that person on the street, or that person should not be warranted the same love and respect that I would give to you, Miss Chapman, or anyone else. But every person in this world, no matter who they are, should be loved and should be given respect. Because again, it goes back. It begins and ends with me.
Right. It begins and ends with yourself. And so in order for the healing to start, we have to have an honest, a true, sincere understanding and care about one another, and not make racism about not standing for the flag or not standing for the national anthem. Those are things.
Those are things.
That's it. They're things. And we are individuals, we are people, we are connected, we are like energized bunnies. And we, in order for this world to heal, we have to understand that.
Right.
As a people, period.
And you know, honesty and truth should be our banner. Because if what you're not willing to confess or to be open and upfront about, you are doomed to repeat it. And that's true to life. And I think it's important for us in this age where we live in today. Speak out. Don't be quiet. Speak your truth. Be honest about where you are, who you are, how you feel. Do not take it to the grave. No. It is too much in life to take to the grave that you don't have to take like what you honestly and genuinely feel inside of you. Live the truth. Be the truth. Because as you, and I'm learning this more and more, what you may happen for others, it happens for you. And what you open and be honest with, and as you let your light shine, you release others for their light to shine. Mm-hmm. So as you free yourself, the truth of the matter, you're freeing other people.
Exactly. And you don't have to worry about not getting yours,
yes,
so to speak, because all that you deserve will come to you.
It's gonna come.
You don't have to have jealousy or walk around angry. Like, I don't understand people walking around angry. That to me is that's dooming. That's just dooming yourself. Because how can you do that? Like, negativity. Even you can feel it. If you take a time to just smile and then frown, your body even still feels that. Like, there's a difference when the body feels it itself. So, to walk around like that and, when you say, I got haters. There's no such thing. You create your own haters. There's no such thing. I don't have haters. It's not possible. I create everything that is with me. And so do you. And hopefully at least one person we made a change with it, because if you just change or make one person realize
you've done your job,
you've done something. So
oh God, yes. Because as we're wrapping up, we're going on a spiritual journey, Ms. Chapman and I, and we are inviting people to go on this spiritual journey with us before we get to even the 31-day fitness challenge. And one of the things that we are doing in 2018 is a spiritual retreat, and I think people should come to that, because for me, and I know as well as Ms. Chapman, it's important for us to internally be spiritually in alignment in order to really get out of life what you deserve. Anger, hate, all of this stuff internally will kill you early. But live your best life now. Live your best journey now. Don't believe all this hype that people teach you in the world that you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Man, take the brakes off of your life and live without any inhibitions.
Yes, live life and enjoy life, and stay tuned also, because we have 3 shows that we'll be doing today.
We have 3 shows today. This is our first one, and then the second one that we're getting ready to go into, which is a separate live. So please watch it. It's about Pinkalicious. It's about breast cancer. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This is a very important month for me. This month always brings me to the reality of my mom, that she's gone. She's no longer here. But it's also in her departure, in her transition, it really helped me understand the fact that I got to get the word out to other African American brothers and sisters, the value of going to the doctor, and also that this disease doesn't have age, creed, color, or nothing. It will come to even the most brightest people. And so it's so important for us to really get this message out. And I'm so excited about this week. I told somebody probably every day this week I'd be in something pink. Pink shoes. I'm just celebrating life.
Yeah, celebrate life. It's the only one you got.
Yeah.
The only one
I have on this side.
On this side that you have. So enjoy it. Like, it's not that serious. Yeah. It's not that, it's not condemning. It's fruitful. It's enjoyable. Whatever you think is what you have. Whatever you want is what you have. It's all about you. Yes. And giving and spreading the love. Like, let it go. Let it all go. Relax. Don't be stressed. And just envision yourself having all the wonderful things and all the love that you could possibly hold for yourself. So just be ready for us to come back in like just a second with Pinkalicious and all that we'll be doing for this weekend. And thank you for all your support, and 108 Praise with Courtney Clark, and My MBN, CBN, Channel 4, Walmart, Books A Million, Target. Make sure you pick your Sheen magazine up from those places, and we'll be right back.